So we'll jump right in. First up is the archer, featured both with a longbow, short bow, different levels of crossbow, javelin, slings. They are the ranged expert here. They have a variety of short single-hand weapons for when things get, you know, absolutely disgusting, and a variation of different arrows, shields like pavises, which are totally historically accurate. Just a lot of different ways to customize, play, and kill people from afar. I am not good with the archer, but let's give it a shot anyway and see what we got here. This is just a standard team deathmatch. All games run on red team versus blue team, so if you are on the red team, you are always killing the blue team. If you are on the blue team, you are always killing the red team. That can be a little bit confusing for folks more used to traditional first-person shooter, where, you know, red often indicates an enemy, but not in this one. You have to be aware of which team you're actually on and which team you're actually fighting against. So, without further ado, we got some red guys here. I'm not actually sure if that hit him, but there again, I am not a great archer, and this guy apparently is, though. You can see he is just rocking it there. I believe he has a short bow. Yeah, not real great with the mouse here. There again, that is strictly my own fault. I am not a great archer. Although I did actually just kill that guy. So hey, headshot too. So I feel pretty good about that. You guys are witnessing history. This may be just with that one kill the best I've ever done. So let's see if I can get another one here. Oh, I did get another one. Hey, like I say, you guys are seeing it here in motion. I might have just figured out how to play an archer. You do have a finite amount of arrows shown down in the lower right hand side, so you can't really just spam arrows deep and throw them out wherever, but if you're not shooting arrows, you are not arching properly. So, oh, and then I just got that guy too. He did not die, but he's running. And, oh, so that's the end of the round. Right back in. As I said, I think you got a little bit of a good feeling from Archer there. We might go back to it here, because that was actually, that was pretty cool. Up next is the Man-at-Arms. They emphasize speed over heavy armor. They utilize one-handed weapons in various configurations, blades, axes, blunt weapons, or the quarterstaff, which is like Donatello's bow staff. As I understand, is pretty beastly. We're going to go a little more traditional here. Let's do a one-handed axe, and instead of a dagger, we'll do a short sword, just in case. And they have the option of throwing knives, a firebomb, which is like a Molotov cocktail, and then a very fast round shield, or what's called a heater shield, which is basically a 5-pointed shield. Let's do that, a little more traditional, what you'll see. Now, the thing about the Man-at-Arms is that they have a quick dashing ability that allows them to dart around. They're very fast on their feet. They swing their weapon very fast. Shield, they can be very formidable unless you get your head chopped off by an archer. Critical hits are very much a thing. You hit someone in the head, they are likely going to die. I probably just did some teammate damage on that. So, this is a good opportunity to show off. You have your standard slash, your woodcutter's chop. You have your down-handed strike, more traditional overhand chopping maneuver, and then every weapon has a thrust, which not super effective with an axe as it doesn't have a thrusting point on it. Oh, and they have taken their swift revenge upon me. Another man-at-arms smashing my head in with a Morning Star, looks like, which is basically a big spiky ball on a stick. Real quick, let's just show a couple of the throwing weapons here. As you see, that gets rid of my shield, but I now have the ability to throw fire. I get one of these. You can re-ammo. There are ammo dumps throughout the map. This firebomb isn't really super effective against individual enemies. What it is effective against, however, is holding an area. As you can see, I lit that guy on fire. I even got the kill for it, as you can see up in the upper right. But it is good for holding an area. Like if you have to hold a doorway or an objective or defend the king, if you are able to fill doorways with fire, fill areas with fire, enemies are not likely to walk through it. So it's much more of a tactical thing than an actual, you know, kill gaining maneuver, even though I did just get a kill with it before I got swatted down. Let's switch it up just a little bit more before we move on from the man-at-arms here. Whoops, sorry. I am not used to using my thumb or my fingers. I'm used to using my thumbs for all of this here, much like I would with, you know, on Xbox Live. So apologies for the clunky navigation. Once you get the hang of it, the menus are pretty well laid out. Everything is pretty darn self-explanatory. There's really nothing all that challenging or remarkable with the interface, the UI, or just the way you play in general. And as you can see there, when you swing your weapon, the default configuration for your crosshair is that little dot. When you swing your weapon, first it's the little arrows facing right and left, and then it confirms with the little crowning arrows pointing down. That is the 4 phases or 3 phases of your swing. At any point when the 2 little arrows are pointing out from the side, I know this is insanely complicated, but this is just how in-depth this game gets. When it's still just the little arrows, you can abort your strike, actually. You can do a feint maneuver that can absolutely throw people off their guard. See how he like pulls back and then stops swinging. That can get enemies to bring up their guard, and then when you parry a strike, you'll notice you don't. I'm hitting the block button, but it doesn't block forever. It's more of a parry. It's like an instantaneous kind of block, meant to be used moment to moment. So when you do that, when you feint, you are basically forcing your opponent to react, and then after they do, taking the opening and swinging on them. Not a good example there. As you saw, I did get a kill with that, but then swatted down. Not a lot of armor. These guys are very squishy. So here we go. We are jumped in as the Vanguard now. They are the frontline infantry troops here. They're fast. They're more heavily armored than the man-at-arms, but not so as much as the knight. They primarily use two-handed weapons that do big damage. As you can see, I've got the German Zweihander here, popular with the Landsknechts. So me just as a Templar using it, it's a bit of an anachronism, but it's a big long sword. It does a lot of damage, and I'm very fond of it. As you can see here, when you start sprinting long enough, the Vanguard will rear his weapon back. That allows you to do that jumping, swinging attack right there, which, very wild. Almost very much loose cannon. You'll almost get more team kills with that than anything, but it is super effective. If you stop moving, your health will regenerate. If you start moving, then that health regeneration stops. Oh, clever. Firebomb me while I'm staying put. I'm making a video here, you heathen. Some people have no respect. See here clearly in this video, I've had some frame rate issues, some pop-in issues, some texture issues. The ping on this match is probably like a 70%, and I'm still getting some screen tearing and things like that. So, this is not my preferred way to play it, but I get to show you guys what it's all about. Hopefully you get a little bit of a flavor of why I like it so much. There again, not a great highlight reel, and also on PC you will notice it is a much steeper learning curve. I just totally brained that guy there. Feels good when you do, actually. It really feels good. I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna burn to death right now. Yep, I burned to death. Those oil pots, man. I guess I stand corrected when I say they're not really an offensive. They're more of a tactical thing, because that guy is proving me absolutely wrong. There's, you know, all different ways to play this game. I know a lot of people, some people prefer archery, you know, some people play the man-at-arms because everything else is just too slow. There again, I play a lot as the Vanguard because I can rack up a lot of kills when, you know, when I get in the right conditions, the right match against the right players. Almost nailed my homeboy there. And see, this will give me a good chance to show off here some of the depth to the combat. You can combo, you can kick, like if somebody's blocking with a shield a lot. Heavy kicks are key. The feinting, the blocking, you can turn your... I'll show that next, actually. Here, let me switch up, because the sword, or actually a two-handed weapon, will really work for this. Your character model moves pretty independently of your weapon animation. So if I start over here and I'm swinging my hammer, with a turn of the mouse, you can really add some pepper on it. You can open up the angle of attack much more significantly. Same with attacking down. I can slow my attack down. I can position it more. You know, while I'm swinging, I can adjust the angle. And these are all very finite moves that happen very, very quickly. That I can't, you know, explaining it to somebody and helping them implement it are two drastically different things. It really is something that once you get it, you get it. And until then, it's going to be just, you know, a frustrating mess of getting cut down by archers and men-at-arms here.